Hey there, I'm Sarah Thompson, 32, living the suburban dream with my husband Michael and our adorable 5-year-old daughter, Emily. We got a cute little house with a white picket fence, and I'm rocking at my marketing job while Michael shapes young minds as a high school teacher. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not exactly. Enter Evelyn, my mother-in-law from hell. I swear it's her life's mission to drive me insane. Just the other day, I was getting Emily ready for school when my phone buzzed. Sarah, dear, I hope you're not sending Emily to school in those awful overalls again. A proper lady should always look her best. I rolled my eyes so hard, I thought I'd see my brain. Thanks for your concern, Evelyn, but Emily loves these overalls. She's comfortable, and that's what matters. Her reply. Well, I suppose you know better, in that tone that clearly meant she thought I didn't. Michael, bless him, tries to keep the peace, but it's like walking a tightrope. Last Sunday at dinner was a prime example. Mom, this roast is delicious, Michael said, trying to lighten the mood. Evelyn beamed. Thank you, sweetheart. I use your grandmother's secret recipe. Sarah, dear, I'd be happy to teach you sometime. Lord knows Michael could use a home-cooked meal more often. I gritted my teeth. Thanks, Evelyn, but I think Michael appreciates my cooking just fine. Of course, dear, I'm sure your creative dishes are very interesting, she replied with that passive-aggressive smile. Then there's Natalie, Michael's sister. On the surface, she's all smiles. But those side glances and backhanded compliments don't go unnoticed. Oh, Sarah, that promotion must be so exciting. It's amazing how you balance work and family. I could never leave my kids with strangers all day. I bit my tongue, wanting to remind her that daycare workers aren't exactly strangers. But I decided not to start another family feud. Despite all the drama, Michael and I managed to find moments of peace. Last night, after Emily was tucked in, we curled up on the couch. You know, I love our little family, he said, pulling me close. I smiled, the tension easing. Me too. Emily's growing up so fast, isn't she? Yeah, she is. And Sarah, I know my mom can be difficult. I appreciate how patient you are. I sighed. It's not easy, but I know she loves Emily. I just wish she eased up a bit. I'll talk to her again, Michael promised, though we both knew it probably wouldn't change much. Still, I appreciated his effort. But I never could have imagined how our world was about to be turned upside down. I was knee-deep in PowerPoint slides when my phone buzzed, and Evelyn's name flashed on the screen. Great, just what I needed before a big presentation. I almost declined the call, but something made me answer. I opened my mouth to say hello, but Evelyn's voice cut through first. Natalie, are you there? Good. We need to finalize our plan for the gathering. I froze, my finger hovering over the end call button. I've been thinking, Mom, Natalie chimed in. Are you sure this is the best way to get Emily? My heart stopped. Get Emily? What the hell? Of course it is, Evelyn snapped. That woman is completely unfit to raise our Emily. Did you see how she let her run around in those filthy clothes at the park? I bit my lip, remembering how Emily had begged to wear her favorite play clothes. But kidnapping, isn't that a bit extreme? Natalie sounded nervous. It's not kidnapping if it's for Emily's own good, Evelyn insisted. Now, here's what we'll do. During the family picnic, you distract Sarah with that work nonsense she's always on about. I'll take Emily to the bathroom, but instead, we'll head straight to your car. My hands shook as I fumbled to start recording. This couldn't be happening. What about Michael? Natalie asked. Oh, please, that boy can barely tie his shoes without asking my permission. He'll come around once he sees how much better Emily's life is with us. The call ended abruptly, and I stood there, staring at my phone in disbelief. When Michael got home, I practically ambushed him at the door. You need to hear this. Now. I played the recording, watching his expression change from confusion to disbelief to anger. This has to be some kind of joke, he muttered, shaking his head. Mom would never. Never what, Michael? Never try to steal our daughter. Never badmouth me behind my back. Wake up. Don't talk about my mother like that, he snapped. There has to be an explanation. An explanation. Did you even listen to the same conversation I did? They're planning to kidnap Emily. Maybe you misunderstood. Mom can be intense, but she loves Emily. She wouldn't do this. I couldn't believe what I was hearing. So what? You think I'm just making this up? I asked, my voice sharp with frustration. I didn't say that, Michael backpedaled. But come on, Sarah. Kidnapping. That's a bit much, don't you think? A bit much, Michael. Your mother and sister are literally plotting to take our daughter away from us. How are you not getting this? He ran his hands through his hair, frustration clear on his face. Okay, let's say, hypothetically, this is real. What do you want to do about it? We need to confront them, I said firmly. Catch them in the act. Michael looked horrified. You want to use our daughter as bait? Of course not. But we need to expose them, Michael. We can't just sit back and hope they'll change their minds. We argued back and forth for what felt like hours. Finally, Michael slumped onto the couch, defeated. I can't believe this is happening, he muttered. I sat beside him and took his hand. I know it's hard to accept, but we need to protect our family, all of us. He nodded slowly. You're right, we'll set a trap at the picnic. But Sarah, if this turns out to be a misunderstanding. It won't be, I said, more confidently than I felt. But if it is, I'll personally apologize to your mother. As we sat there planning how to outsmart Evelyn and Natalie, I couldn't help but wonder how we had gotten to this point. How had our family become so fractured that kidnapping seemed like a viable option to them? One thing was clear, after this, nothing would ever be the same. The family picnic was in full swing, but my stomach was in knots. Michael and I exchanged a tense look as we put our plan into action. Emily, sweetie, mommy and daddy need to grab something from the car. Stay here and play, okay, I said with a forced smile. We walked away, hearts pounding, and ducked behind a nearby tree. Sure enough, Evelyn swooped in like a vulture. Emily dear, come with Grandma. I have a surprise for you, she cooed. As they started walking away, Michael's face went pale. Oh God, they're really doing it. We burst from our hiding spot, sprinting toward them. Stop right there, I shouted. The whole family turned to stare. Evelyn froze, Emily's hand still in hers. What's going on? Michael's cousin asked, confusion written across his face. What's going on is that Evelyn and Natalie were trying to kidnap our daughter, I spat. Gasps rippled through the crowd. Evelyn's face hardened. Don't be ridiculous. I was just taking her to the bathroom. Cut the crap, Mom, Michael said, his voice shaking. We heard you planning this on the phone. Natalie's eyes widened. You heard? Every word, I confirmed. How you think I'm an unfit mother and how you were going to take Emily and raise her yourselves. Murmurs of shock spread through the family. Evelyn's grip on Emily tightened. You don't understand, she pleaded. Sarah's poisoning Emily against us. She's turning Michael against his own family. I scoffed. Are you serious? You're the one manipulating everyone. Michael's aunt stepped forward, her face stern. Evelyn, is this true? Have you been lying to us? Of course not. Evelyn protested, her voice trembling. I've only ever wanted what's best for this family. But the cracks were showing. Michael's cousin spoke up. Wait, remember when you told us Sarah refused to let Emily come to the family reunion? Sarah, is that true? I shook my head. Emily had the flu that weekend. We couldn't travel. More revelations followed, years of Evelyn's lies unraveling before our eyes. Natalie, looking pale and defeated, finally broke. I can't do this anymore, Mom, she whispered. Tell them the truth. Be quiet, Natalie, Evelyn hissed. But Natalie shook her head. No, I'm done. Everyone needs to know. Mom's been manipulating all of us for years. She made up stories about Sarah to turn us against her. She even faked being sick last Christmas to guilt Michael into missing Sarah's family gathering. The family erupted in shocked exclamations. Evelyn's face contorted with rage. You ungrateful brats, she shouted. After everything I've done for this family. She turned to the crowd, eyes wild. You're all going to believe these lies. I'm the victim here. They're trying to turn you all against me. But her words fell flat. The family had seen her true colors. Michael gently took Emily's hand from Evelyn's grasp. It's over, Mom. You need help. Evelyn's face crumpled, then hardened. Fine. Side with her. But don't come crawling back when she ruins your life. With that, Evelyn stormed off, Natalie trailing behind her. The family gathered around us, murmuring apologies and sharing shocked conversations. In the weeks following the picnic incident, Michael and I made the difficult decision to cut all ties with Evelyn and Natalie. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary for our family's healing. Are you sure about this? Michael asked one night, his voice heavy with emotion. I squeezed his hand gently. We have to for Emily's sake. For our sake. From that point forward, we threw ourselves into creating a loving and stable environment for Emily. Family game nights became a cherished tradition, filled with laughter and silly jokes. One evening, Emily proudly displayed a block castle she built. Mom, Dad, look, I built a castle. Michael grinned. That's amazing, sweetie. You're quite the architect. As we focused on our little family, news of Evelyn's actions spread like wildfire through the community. Her carefully constructed image crumbled overnight. Did you hear? Evelyn's been asked to step down from the charity board, Michael's cousin mentioned over coffee one day. I tried not to feel too satisfied, but it was hard. How's she taking it? Not well. She's become a bit of a recluse, the cousin continued. Natalie even confessed to some financial irregularity at Mom's request. Michael looked troubled. They're both facing legal issues now. I shook my head. I'm not surprised. Your mom always thought she was above the law. While Evelyn's world was falling apart, ours flourished. I threw myself into work, and soon my efforts paid off. Sarah, we'd like to offer you the position of marketing director, my manager announced one day. I was floored. Really? That's? Wow, thank you. Michael found new purpose as well. He was offered a leadership position at his school. They want me to head the English department, he said, beaming. Can you believe it? I absolutely can. I hugged him tight. You're going to be amazing. Emily blossomed in the newfound peace of our home. The anxious child who once fretted over pleasing her grandmother was gone, replaced by a confident and happy little girl. Mommy, can I join the soccer team? She asked one day, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Of course, sweetheart, we'll sign you up this weekend. Before we knew it, our wedding anniversary rolled around. As we sat on our porch, watching the sunset, I couldn't help but reflect on how far we'd come. Can you believe everything we've been through? I mused, leaning into Michael's embrace. He chuckled softly. From family drama to domestic bliss, who would have thought? We made it through together, I said, my voice soft. That's what matters. Michael nodded, pulling me closer. I'm so grateful for you, Sarah. For our family, we're stronger than ever. As the last rays of sunlight dipped below the horizon, a deep sense of peace washed over me. We had faced our demons, stood our ground, and come out stronger. Our little family was thriving, free from toxic influences. Evelyn and Natalie were learning the hard way that actions have consequences. But their journey was no longer our concern. We had a bright future ahead, filled with love, laughter, and the unbreakable bond of our family. Now I have a question for you. If you were in Michael's position, could you ever truly forgive your mother for attempting to kidnap your child? Or would you, like Sarah and Michael, choose to cut all ties despite years of family history? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your perspectives on family, forgiveness, and protecting your children are valuable to this community. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more like it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us bring more engaging content your way. Thanks for listening, and I look forward to reading your responses.